a diva, but when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us in the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama Protective Stadium, home to the UAB Blazers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Blazers offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Makes the grab. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Blazers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UAB. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ohio State's offense has the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll do it himself. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UAB.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Jennings. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Blazers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incomplete.
Turning it on!
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Blazers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. He'll pull it on the read. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down coming up. Gonna run it. It's Ncaa. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped. There he goes. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Second down.
Now the play fake. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Here comes the heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. On his feet at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jennings. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for their quarterback.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Blazers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beat.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch inside the 25. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Blazers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UAB! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying the left side. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way toward midfield, and they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going for it all. Touchdown, UAB. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the toss. Breaks the tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ncaa. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ncaa. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Gonna swing it on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds in the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give from the gun. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Blazers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Using his legs, it's Ncaa. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route.
Cricket. Ready, go. Ready.
To the air on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Blazers are threatening on first and goal.
42 Spider.
Trying to pound it in. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Brings up second and goal.
Goes to the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Loss of 8.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, the running back has it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Makes the catch. It's Nielsen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Got it.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Rides to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Number 60 in punt formation to kick it away.
They booted away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Brings it down on the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up. Down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And they're able to get him down, but not before. To the 2.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it.
Touchdown, UAB! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Great place to start for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The play action fake. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
What can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Fights off a defender and runs through another guy. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Fires left. Makes a connection. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw it from the red zone. He'll take a shot. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, The possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that zero in the loss column all season.